Well, hi. Today is Friday, December 26, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. I hope you had as good of a Christmas as I did, and also I had an opportunity to welcome a new guest into the studios on Willow. It was Mr. Joe Huntoon from S&B Kountry Kennel, and we're going to bring you that interview today. That will be our show on this day after Christmas, or Boxing Day. I've never really understood what Boxing Day was all about, but that's what today is, so let's just go with it. You know, right here at the studios on Willow, we are inside of the park building. A 2-year renovation has been going on, and we are open once again, fully refreshed inside the park building with new finishes, updated HVAC, and modern amenities. Still has that historic charm that has made this building so special. If you would like to come be our neighbor, you can do that. Office spaces are available. A single one-room office starts at just $450 per month, and full floor suites at $15 per square foot. And you can enjoy a shared conference space on the third floor, also guest Wi-Fi, a flexible 12-month lease, and a location that puts you right in the heart of Council Bluffs. It's the park building, open and ready for your business. Also, Morning Coffee brought to you by Steve Erlob, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Council Bluffs. Learn how he can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com for more. Edward Jones, member SIPC. And technology should work for you, not against you. At ThinkSpace IT, they provide expert IT solutions to keep your business running smoothly and securely. One of the services they now offer is cellular internet connection, which, by the way, is how you are seeing me right now. We have the ThinkSpace IT internet currently right here as we're waiting on fiber to come in. A huge thank you to Jessa and Jason Erickson for making that happen. It's just been a stopgap for us to be able to get to work right away, and the internet has been phenomenal, and we've been very, very happy with it. So whether you need cybersecurity and cloud services to network management and tech support, ThinkSpace IT will simplify IT so you can focus on what matters most. Stay protected, stay connected, stay ahead. Visit ThinkSpaceIT.com. In the studios, this is Joe Huntoon. He is the owner of S&B Kountry Kennel, just south of Council Bluffs, off I-29, and as you said, what is about a mile?
Mile west.
Mile west on Bungie Avenue. And, well, first off, thanks for coming up. Appreciate you coming in the studio.
This is a nice space you got.
What do you think?
Just took the tour. I think it's real nice.
Yep.
I think it's quite the upgrade.
Well, and we're also, you come back in a week, it'll look different.
Right.
We've got a lot that we're doing here, but it also has proven already to be such an asset, because I've found that, I don't know that a day's gone by that I haven't done an interview in here with somebody. Yeah, every day.
I like to see people advancing, whether it's their career and just moving forward. I'm happy for you.
Well, thank you very much for that. And also, congratulations to you with all the growth. And you, as this is airing, we've just gotten past Christmas, but you were packed to the gills. We
were starting to turn some dogs away, and it's not what I wanted to do in 2.5 years of opening the new facility, but I guess the word got out, so we're super busy. In fact, I'm going to bring a couple of them over to my house and start boarding them in the old kennel.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that'd be kind of fun.
Well, yeah, it's like just turning the clock back a little ways to the way it used to be, right?
I know. The kennel's still there. I still have the kitchen in the kennel, so might as well use it.
Well, and as we're saying, this coming out after Christmas, that means that the next holiday is New Year's Eve going into New Year's Day.
Yep.
As of right now, you have pretty good availability for that.
Yeah.
For being able to board folks' dogs if they're headed out of town, or
quite a bit,
or maybe they just want to not have to worry if they go out New Year's Eve and they can just come back and get their dog the next day.
Yep. We got tons of availability. A lot of people don't book boarding until the week of or the day before. They need it. I don't know why. They'll book their flights and all of the hotels and all that, and they don't think about the pets. Yeah. It's like the last thing. That should be one of the first things too.
Well, definitely, and especially with a facility that you have, you do want to get it in early to make sure that there's space. And plus, it's your dog's taken care of while they're there. The dog's going to be happy while they're there, and the staff that you have is smiling just as much as the dogs every time that I'm down there. So it's a great atmosphere, and I know the dogs can feel that. They can pick up energy in a facility, and they're looking forward to it every time they come running
The
through those
dogs
doors.
don't know how to lie, so when they come out happy as heck, yeah, the proof is in the pudding.
Right.
You know, I can tell you anything you want to hear, but the dogs don't lie.
Yeah.
So
that's a very good point.
Yep.
And the other thing that always impresses me about you, Joe, is how you're always looking ahead. You're always trying to figure out how can we improve things? How can we make things better? You look like you're perfect. We can do better. And you don't ever stop.
No, I don't want to get complacent. So no, we got some more improvements coming up, moving into the new year. Even I think this year we're still making some improvements. We added the driveway, and now the driveway is built up so high that if you went off the driveway, you're going to high center your car. It's kind of like that.
Right.
And I'm like, that's not right. So we have to add a bunch of dirt in there and float it all out so we can add grass and actually, mow and all of that good stuff. And then, our waterway in the middle of the property, we're going to put a rock bed in there.
Yep. It's kind of is that like natural, or is it just the water's washed it out, or what caused that?
It is the natural waterway for down there.
Okay.
And it does not run to the west, which I didn't know. We running towards the river? No, it runs away from the river.
Really?
So it runs across my property, and then the next door neighbors, it kind of stopped because of their big tires and stuff like that. But it's the natural waterway. I cut it in a little bit more because it was a little flat, and when it got a little bit of water, it would be all the way up into my daycare yard.
Yeah, it would flood.
Yeah, so we had like half a summer where my daycare was flooded. So I eliminated that already.
Well, that's all part of everything that's going on outside. And that's the cool thing about S&B Kountry Kennel, too, is you're thinking past just the dogs because you got a big deck sitting out there by the pond that you put in. You have events out there.
Yeah.
This is more than a place to board dogs. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, that's true. I never set out like that. I mean, it never, like from day one, it wasn't in the plans.
Yeah.
It's just we have some space. I borrowed the dirt, so the pond was there. I added the beach, and then we were going to have the end of summer bash. I put the stage with the thought in that we are going to have our nonprofit, and we can host fundraisers and things like that and have bands. So that's why I built the stage. And then that waterway runs in the middle between the building and the stage. And I'm like, man, I got to eliminate that. So we're going to actually put some little walk bridges over there with the dry creek bed. It's going to look really cool.
Oh, now
we're going to incorporate the two. So
when you were talking about doing the work there, I had a vision in my head of those walk bridges over the top of it. And that'll be a great addition to it as well. Also, up on the second floor, you've had this meeting area, and you just kept adding to it. And you've been holding networking groups on Wednesdays out there that are designed for blue collar. But you also saw an opportunity that maybe this can be available to other people because we're not using it every day.
Right. Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you already book somebody in there that they said, hey, we want to use your space?
Potentially. She says, yep, that sounds great. Let me talk to my husband.
Right.
And so that was about 15 minutes after that last video aired, showing the upstairs space with a Christmas party.
Right.
We've had some 2 potlucks up there. The networking's been up there, and it's so fun. But the last Christmas party, we had karaoke and all of that. It was so fun.
Well, this is a space that's designed for, I don't know, roughly 30 people or so. Would that be accurate?
Pretty comfortable, 30. I mean, obviously, you can go a little over, a little under, but yeah.
So if you have a group that you want to have a meeting space for, S&B Kountry Kennel's got a cool spot to be able to handle that, and comes with a full kitchen.
Yeah.
Which I think is very valuable because oftentimes if you're looking to have an event and you don't want to cater something in, well, now you have the opportunity to be able to prepare something right there on site.
Got a dishwasher up there as well. So that's...
When did you put well, maybe it was always there. You know how I am. You have things there and I don't see it.
Yeah.
Because the first time I went to find you, I went into the wrong driveway and you said, just look for the sign, dude.
Yeah.
The sign right next to the driveway.
You didn't even see the 4x8 foot sign.
No, I didn't see it.
But now you know. But yeah, it's a full kitchen, like with a dishwasher and
stove, refrigerator, everything.
microwave, air fryer, a few crocks, so you can have food warming. So we got like 4 of those.
Wow.
And then like its own little bar over here, coffee bar over there. It's really cool. Tables and chairs. We have a 8-foot table, 6-foot tables, and about 50 chairs.
So I'm assuming that as of right now, the information is not up online.
No, it's
this.
not online.
So if you're watching and you want more information, just get a hold of S&B Kountry Kennel, and somebody will reach back out to you and walk you through the details. And I'm sure eventually it's going to be up, and you'll be have a new category on your website.
Yeah. Just call, come down for a tour. We can show anybody the upstairs. It's a really cool space.
You mentioned tour, and this is a cool thing I think about this too, is that let's say you're having a group outing and you have the meeting space there, and you have some that would like to take a tour of the facility. You'd be happy to accommodate them.
Yeah, we just do drop-ins all the time. We don't have to schedule a tour. It's not like we got to clean up or hide something before a tour.
Right.
We just do them on the fly. I mean, obviously, Christmas would be slam packed. It's probably not an ideal time to do a tour, like 4th of July and Thanksgiving and Christmas, our busiest holidays. But, give us time to clean up after 120 dogs, and it's always pretty clean. We always get compliments for that.
Oh, it's one of the first things that impressed me when you were showing me around the very first time that I was down there. I said, is this a dog kennel? Because it smells like just any other daycare.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you would think that having that many dogs in a facility, you would have the odor of dogs. It's not what it is. I don't know how you do it, but
put a lot of care into it for sure.
Well, and I think that you have a lot of policies in place and procedures in place to make sure that things are kept sanitary. The dogs are taken care of. You don't want them in it any more than you want people in it.
Right. Yep. And we do like air quality too. We have fans that suck all the air out of the room.
Right.
We have air scrubbers already built into our HVAC, so they charge the particles, however that is, and then it goes through a MERV 13 filter, which is hospital grade filter, and so it's all the way clean. We clean the air.
Was the original design with that in mind? Is that something you learned later, or did you know it going in?
I did not. As soon as I opened, we were getting some callbacks from saying dogs are getting quote unquote kennel cough. And I didn't understand what that was all about. I talked to the vet. I had a vet come down for a tour, and he said it's from sharing the same airspace, not because the kennel itself's dirty. Because I was like, there's never been a dog in here. It can't be, dirty.
Right.
We just opened. And so it was airspace, air quality. And so I called up Rasmussen Mechanical, and that's who installed my HVAC. And they came down and put the ionizers inside there, changed the filters to a MERV 13, and they cut 24-inch fan holes out so we can suck the air out of the room.
I'm guessing that those air filters probably need to be changed frequently. Because
they do, yeah.
They're designed to take tiny little particles out. That just means they're going to
clog faster.
Yeah, they'll clog faster.
Yep, and we made sure we changed all the filters before Thanksgiving, and we just changed all the filters yesterday before Christmas
when you're having the big
influx.
influx.
When there's going to be all them dogs, it doesn't mean that a dog's not going to go home and develop a cough. It's just after I talked to the vet, they said some dogs are just more susceptible to catching a cough. It's not because it's unsanitary.
Right.
I wish I could eliminate any dog from getting a cough, but it's just that happens at the vet too. So
well, sure, and you can go like for people, they can go to the hospital and get sick, and this is one of the most sanitary places.
Kids go to
ever.
daycare, get sick too.
Yeah.
What's the difference between dogs, right?
Right.
So it kind of happens. We don't do it intentionally. We're not trying to keep a dirty facility. So yeah. No,
but as of right now, jumping back to New Year's weekend, which New Year's Eve on a Wednesday, New Year's Day on a Thursday, probably there's going to be people taking time off all the way through the weekend, would be my guess. And as of this recording, you have space to be able to board some folks' dogs coming in for New Year's.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of space for New Year's. We have Christmas is just our busiest holiday, that Thanksgiving, and then 4th of July. Those are our biggest ones. So we've never sold out other than those. So we'll see what happens in 2026, I guess.
Well, for 4th of July, that isn't necessarily because people are leaving town.
I understand that too. We get a lot of those.
Yeah, that's because you have a quiet place. So dogs that don't like fireworks, which let's be honest, is most of them, I think.
Most of them.
Yeah, then this is a quiet place that they can go and everything's going to be fine. Because how often do you hear about somebody's dog jumping a fence or getting away because they're just running from the noise. Happens a lot over the 4th of July.
Yeah, it does.
And here's the thing, too, is that you're going to get some fireworks over New Year's Eve. Same kind of thing. I mean, it's like where we are sitting right now in Iowa, fireworks are legal over New Year's Eve. So you need to keep that in mind, that to keep your pet safe and keep your dog safe, S&B Kountry Kennel is a place to go, that you know that everything's going to be fine, and then you just come back and pick them up the next day.
Yep. And you remember, if I can do another plug.
Yeah.
Earlier this year we did a Pupper Slam too.
Yeah, I remember.
And we did a podcast about that. The manager Moose has already contacted me, so we're gonna plan a date in June for the Pupper Slam 3.
3 is coming.
3 is coming. So, and that we're gonna have that dry creek bed through there. We had to move the stage up so close because it rained that morning, and it made a muddy mess getting out further. So we're eliminating all that so we can utilize that whole yard out there.
That'll be a lot better.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
And I'm sure that I'm looking forward to seeing ultimately how the entire thing is designed. I know you know how it's going to go, but still letting the water flow through, but everybody staying dry. There's ways to do it. You figured it out. And I'm looking forward to seeing how all of that is put together. Are you able to do that over the winter time, or do you have to wait till spring?
They're supposed to start on that on Monday.
Okay, there you go.
So next week. Yep.
Well, it's been helpful that we've had kind of spring-like weather, too.
Yep, it has.
Winter has not exactly been winter so far. Knock on whatever fabric this might be.
Yeah.
But I'm good with it. I don't need
knock on green fabric.
knock on green fabric. All right. Well, listen, Joe Huntoon, thank you so much for your time for coming up and talking about this.
It's always fun, Todd.
Well, and it's always fun to hear about the stuff that you're doing down there, because it's just ongoing. You know, eventually it's going to be like Biltmore Estates in South North Carolina or wherever that is at. You just keep building.
My manager Sarah said yesterday, Joe, it's not the Taj Mahal, and I'm like, why isn't it?
Why not?
And why isn't it? It needs to be like that for the dogs. So I figured I'd plug that for her. It is the Taj Mahal of dogs.
It is, you bet. All right, Joe, thank you much, and looking forward to next time.
All right, thanks, Todd.
Morning Coffee supported by Bryce Taylor and GLI Insurance Group right here in Southwest Iowa. As we are approaching the end of December, you know that winter, it's coming. We've had a mild winter so far, but it is on the way. Dead batteries, icy driveways, all the good stuff is coming. Bryce and his team live right here in the same communities they insure, and they're ready to help make sure your home, car, and family are protected as we head into the heart of winter. That's GLI Insurance Group, local people, local service, all season long. And since 1870, Avila Bank has been providing Iowans with high-quality financial products and services to fit their needs. Whether you need a loan, starting a new business, need to save money for a trip, or looking to open a personal checking account, Avila's qualified bankers can help you with all of that and more. Visit avila.bank to learn more. Thank you again, Joe Huntoon from S&B Kountry Kennel, for joining us today. sbcountrykennel.com is their website. That's country spelled with a K. That is going to wrap up the week, and I'm very happy that we have another short week next week. Our programming note, we will not have a show on New Year's Day, but we will be back with another one on January 2nd. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you Monday morning.